California dreaming about you.
White flag this time.
This is good stuff right here. Man, it is.
Mile and a half to go.
Now watch Joe. Joe should be able to drive it way in deep here. The car doesn't slide into the racetrack too much. He'll be able to hold it, and they'll run side by side down the backstretch.
Joe Nemechek's story is well known. Lost his brother John in a Craftsman truck racing accident in Homestead when Joe was competing in Las Vegas. His family encouraged him to continue racing.
Oh, here comes one. He's got to run, but Nemechek will mirror block him now.
Run as a veteran to the apron.
White flag, 1 lap to go. Look at this. Kurt might get challenged by some of these guys coming up behind him.
He certainly doesn't need to lose those positions.
Jimmy Johnson to second. Jeff Gordon third. Kurt Busch in fifth and trying to hang on to that spot. If he stays there, he wins the title.
You may see a Hail Mary here by the 20 car, right on the back bumper of Jeff Gordon. Don't think he can do it.
Checkered flag is up. Greg Biffle wins the Ford 400 at the Homestead-Miami Speedway.
Last lap. Oh, man. Here comes Tony Stewart. He's got the lead in turn one. And Dale Jarrett on the outside.
Unit 20, just the two of you. Neck to neck, come on.
Now it just depends on who goes with who.
And how strong that 88 is, we're finally going to find out. Oh, crash! Kyle Petty. Hard crash. We stay green. Now the caution is out. Race is over. There are 19 scoring loops around this track.
The 88
All the way, baby, all the way.
88 might have been in front.
NASCAR will use their scoring loops and television replays to determine the position of the cars on the track. You do not race back to the yellow in NASCAR. And it was a wreck Dale Jarrett was involved in that brought on that rule. 2 to go. Gordon going for the Martinsville sweep, one here in the spring.
Gordon got through two really good that lap.
Tony Stewart is driving that 20 car in a little bit deeper than 24, but 24 comes off the corner a little bit better.
Last lap, half a mile to go. Tony Stewart has led the most laps. Jeff Gordon trying to lead the last one. One more shot in 3 and 4 for Stewart.
Can't get there.
Jeff Gordon brings Hendrick Motorsports back to victory lane at Martinsville. Leaders come around, less than 2 to go. Kyle Busch will tell you one more time, his brother suspended by Roush Racing earlier today after a traffic violation here
Coming to the
Friday.
white flag here, coming to the white flag.
Kurt Busch will not drive for Roush Racing anymore. Right now, his younger brother, Kyle Busch, is the race leader, coming around to get the white flag at Phoenix. Last lap.
Okay, focus. White flag.
Kyle Busch driving for car owner Rick Hendrick. Understand Rick wasn't feeling well earlier in the week. Hopefully he's better today. This will help.
He loves his race cars and loves seeing victories.
Fuck yeah, Alan. Nice work, boys.
Young Kyle Busch brings it off a turn
Number
4,
two,
second
number
win of the
two.
season. Kyle Busch wins at Phoenix.
That's it, right there.
And Stewart's
Ground
got
zero, bud.
a 17-second lead on Casey Mears, who runs second right now.
And Mark Martin runs third. From a car he said was terrible early in the race, now third. Can he get to the finish? We work the final lap. Stewart down the backstretch.
He looks like he's out of fuel.
Should be quite a few more of them running out.
Stewart's out.
Can he coast around in time? Had that 17-second lead. Casey Mears is the second place car. Stewart slow through turn 4, trying to reach the finish line.
It looks like Casey Mears is out of fuel now.
Casey Mears slow in turn 3. Tony Stewart's going to take the checker flag and coast across the finish line and win.
That's unbelievable.
Fans cheering at Talladega. Earnhardt Jr. Vickers wants to go. He's getting a little wider.
There he goes.
Junior. Oh, no! Vickers hits the 49.
Up to 48 and takes out Earnhardt and Jimmy Johnson.
Caution is out. The leaders had already taken the white flag.
So is it going to be the 25 or the 9?
There are 19 scoring loops around the track. NASCAR will use scoring loops and videotape to determine the race winner. The checkered flag is out. Checkers and yellow out at Talladega.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Stewart takes the white flag. Last lap at Atlanta. Can Johnson get there? Can Kenseth get third from Earnhardt? And a car in the wall.
The 07 car.
Bowyer trying to keep it high on the track. They've already taken the white flag. If the caution was to come out, the race would be over. Kenseth trying to make a move on the 8 of Earnhardt. This is for third.
Oh, Junior's getting loose. Instead of the 17, Kenseth's got loose. Got on the apron a little bit.
White flag, last lap.
Pretty even that lap. I think he's going to be able to get him.
Doesn't look that way.
Down the backstretch for the final time. Tony Stewart won last week at Atlanta with a dominating run, strong pit stops, a good crew. Outside the chase for the Nextel Cup Championship, cannot defend his title, but he can be strong down the stretch. Tony Stewart wins at Texas. Last lap of the season. Jimmy Johnson in the 48 car, closing in on the championship. Biffle looking for the win. Truex trying to play spoiler up front.
Don't think Truex is going to have enough. Biffle got a really great restart. Too many car lengths.
Biffle going for 3 in a row. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to the finish line. Greg Biffle goes 3 in a row at Homestead. And Jimmy Johnson is the 2006 NASCAR Nextel Cup Series champion.
There's Biffle. 5 laps to go before he will go to victory lane for the first time. And he knows how much the guy in his rearview mirror, the 07, wants this race today. Contact with the wall for one Pablo Montoya.
He's got a
Hold on, easy.
Yeah, they're going to have to throw a caution for this debris now.
Oh, man, 4 laps to go.
Oh, this is going to change everything.
Debris running in front of Greg Biffle.
Caution is out. Caution.
Looks like the Aflac Duck's going to get a checker here.
Greg Biffle, 37-year-old driver, had gone 28 races. His last win was at Homestead at the end of finale of 2006.
Flag, buddy, right there. Check a flag.
Okay, now you see, Jamie McMurray was actually the leader.
And John Andretti, he's out of fuel up on the high side.
Jamie McMurray was the leader. You saw Brian Vickers beat him to the start-finish line.
See him lined up on the inside of Casey Kane, Joey Logano.
See, Vickers does give the spot back.
There's Greg Biffle right behind them.
3 of the last fall races here, 4 fall races. The winner has taken the lead on the final lap. They will come down for the white flag this time. Look at the damaged 2 car of Kurt Busch back there.
Oh, they're still beating and banging. Here comes Keselowski.
He's not afraid to beat and bang. We know that.
How about Carl Edwards, who made that charge on the final lap in April? He's up high.
Got a long way to go, and they're coming to the white flag.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes Kurt Busch around.
Oh.
Crash behind you. Crash.
Oh,
Mark's
upside down.
Mark Martin is over on his roof.
Back on his wheel.
Into the wall. Casey Mears, Rudiman is there, Reagan is there, Robbie Gordon, Jeff Gordon. Right now they're showing Casey Kane in second, Logano third, Biffle and Jeff Burton in the top 5.
Looks like he is going to make it to the finish line, Jamie McMurray.
So the first Ford win here in 21 races. The last Ford to win here, Dale Jarrett, in October of 2005. But now it is Jamie McMurray in victory lane as a winner at Talladega.
White flag this time, man. No pressure. White flag.
No pressure, the key words there, with 1.5 miles to go for Jamie McMurray. He started 27th while this battle for second continues. McMurray This could be the biggest comeback from the worst starting position in the fall race ever here at Charlotte. What a job by this one team.
You are clear. Congratulations, dude.
Jamie McMurray's your winner.
White flag, down to the final lap. Can anybody run up and catch Burton and Bowyer? They've got some ground to make up if they're going to do it. Shuffling around in this pack.
The last 12 races here have been decided on the last lap.
Dave Blaney first to break from the traffic with Brad Keselowski. Here come Brian Vickers and Casey Kane. Whole knot of cars behind them. But Jeff Burton is this far clear of the pack. Does Bowyer go out and try and win?
There's a chance that Bowyer might try to pull out a win when they get to the trial. Here he goes.
Here he goes. Does the pack have a chance to run him down? Side by side in contact. The pack is not going to catch him.
Burton's still got a shot.
Clint Bowyer gets the win.
I don't know who won that. Good job, Clint.
They're running as good as ever. Yeah, and I think that you have to consider Kenny Francis and Casey Kane championship contenders when they go over to Hendrick Motorsports right from the start.
2 to go.
2 to go. 35 and 20 behind you. You still got the 16 between you and him. You're doing good. 2 to go.
Edwards not able to cut into the gap anymore. Those first few laps after the exchange of pit stops, when he knocked the second off, it settled right there at that 1 second. Edwards trying to catch Casey Kane for the win. Tony Stewart getting under Jeff Burton for 1 point toward the championship on the final lap of the race.
Now, Burton had been slipping a little bit. Looked like he's having a hard time with his car right in the center. Tony taking advantage of that adjustment they made to get that spot.
Edwards and Stewart going to go to the season finale. Oh, so close to the championship. Today, though, at Phoenix, it's about Casey Kane and Red Bull Racing scoring the win, breaking a long dry spell. Casey Kane wins the Cobalt Tools 500. The championship, they're going to play to a draw tonight here in Charlotte. And for the first time in a long time, a non-chaser's going to win a race. Brad Keselowski takes the checkered flag after a terrific late fight in Charlotte. 27 cars on the lead lap. White flag will wave next time they come around. Dale Jr.'s radio a minute ago said he had a plan.
I think it's going to involve Austin Dillon in that 14.
Problem with having a plan, everybody else has got one for themselves too. They might not always work together so well. Well, here it comes. White flag will be in the air the last lap. Where does the move come? Who wins the race? Do they all come back to the checkered flag? Rolling.
Single file, no takers yet, single file.
Jamie McMurray leading. Here's the first move. Oh, trouble. Dillon gets turned around into the middle of the pack. Casey Mears is the one that hit him. Caution is out, race is over.
All good, guys. All good.
Jamie McMurray, carrying the colors of Auburn University, his sponsor with a big relationship with the school, is going to take War Eagle to the finish line first. Jamie McMurray wins at Talladega. White flag is up, final lap. Remember, it was in the last race in 2010 when Denny lost the championship to Jimmy Johnson that a lot of folks thought broke his stride for the following year. Had a tough year in 2011. Now Denny's going to end 2013 if nothing goes wrong in this final half lap with a win that just might set him on his stride heading into 2014 after a tough year this year.
Yeah, very well could. What a great performance they've had here today.
dominated the second half of the race along with Dale Jr., held him off at the end. Checkered flag, career win 23, Denny Hamlin, your winner at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Coming to 2 laps to go, a mile left at Martinsville.
Still 5 back, 2 to go.
Jeff Gordon sailing off into turn 3, trying to get there.
1 lap to go. We're in the last lap of the race.
Back, white flag.
Next flag ends it, checkered or yellow. Can Gordon run Jr. down to turn 3, or can Dale Jr. hold him off?
5 back, still 5 back, no pressure.
Checkered flag, and his first Martinsville win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes it over Jeff Gordon. White flag, last lap. Harvick's by Keselowski. But unless there's a slip, he's not going to have enough time to catch Jimmy. A frantic finish, and for the 3rd year in a row, Jimmy Johnson wins the chase race in Texas.
Jimmy Johnson coming out of turn number 4. White flag in the air, one more time around in Texas. Now lap cars between the 48 and the 2. Jimmy Johnson, less than a mile to go to get his 6th win at Texas. The 6-time champion.
Way back.
To the bottom of the racetrack. Jimmy Johnson will lead 6 laps, but the most important one as he comes out of turn 4. Johnson wins at Texas again.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. saying the car's been very tight, needs to be freed up here a little bit. You can see the wedge wrench going in on the right side in that rear window as they make a 4-tire change to the 88. A crash on the track, Rick.
32 of Joey Gase bringing out the caution, and a few cars on pit road. The cars that stayed out on the track, Kelly.
They're bringing the cars down pit road to get the jet dryers on the racetrack.
3rd win of 2015 for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 group, and his 26th career win.
A white flag is out in Las Vegas.
What a great night if you can get around to the finish of this thing for Brad Keselowski Racing. A 1-2 finish here at Las Vegas.
Into turn 3 for Reddick. He's almost there. He came in tonight as an underdog. He's a non-chaser, but he's going to capitalize and take it to victory lane. Tyler Reddick wins at Las Vegas.
Elliott Sadler trying everything he can do to catch up, get closer to Joey Logano. Ty Dillon, only a mile and a half to try to get into the chase. As good as Joey Logano is running, Elliott Sadler is going to have a hard time catching him. Here comes Logano, catching the slower traffic as he comes into the quad oval. Joey Logano is going to win at Charlotte. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Kyle Busch, the winningest driver in the history of the Xfinity Series. A champion in the Sprint Cup Series. Last year, he's the defending champion, taking advantage of track time and the opportunity to race in the Xfinity Series again. Looking for his 9th win of the 2016 season. Kyle Busch is going to win at Kansas.
Grant Enfinger's going to have to block both lines somehow.
The final lap at Talladega. Grant Enfinger trying to hold on for his first career win. Here comes Spencer Gallagher challenging, and Ben Kennedy on the outside taking a look.
Will they make it back? He has too big a lead. He has too big a lead. Oh, there goes.
They're
Cameron
bumping in
Haley.
the back. Haley is into the wall.
No caution yet. Infinger trying to hold on. Now Gallagher making a charge from the inside.
Ben Kennedy pushing hard on the back of the 24 truck of Grant Infinger.
Through turn 4, coming to the tri-oval. Who's going to win? Is Infinger going to be able to hold off his teammate Spencer Gallagher? His first career win. Grant Infinger does it at Talladega.
White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. It was 0.6 of a second when they crossed the start-finish line. The gap between Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski. 4 races in 2016 have ended with a last lap pass. And again, the 22 of Brad Keselowski has not won this year. Through the middle of the racetrack, coming out of turn 4. Kyle Larson's going to hold him off. Larson's going to win in Texas.
Looking for his first ever Truck Series victory. He's 1 mile away. Johnny Sauter is running second. Crafton is third.
There will be no overtime. We know the next flag's going to finish it.
Where's Matt going?
Taking a shortcut.
Into turn 3 for Daniel Suarez. 4 times a runner-up. For the first time tonight, he's the winner in the Truck Series.
White flag goes in the air for Kyle Busch. One more time around for the 18 as well as that 7 of Justin Allgaier. Can he make it all the way back around to the checkered flag? Will he be a part of the championship Ford running for the title? Kyle Busch, final time through 3 and 4. Looking for his 82nd or 86th win coming out of Ford. Kyle Busch is going to win in Phoenix.
William Byron marching to his 7th win of the season, but it's going to be Johnny Sauter in control of the championship. Here comes Byron to get the checkers. He's going to win the race.